Okay, here we go. Third and final part. We talked about how they got together when the Constitutional Convention rewrote the entire government. They realized the Articles of Confederation was so weak that there was no way they could fix it. They had to start from scratch. Uh, Many proposed three different branches, sounded great. The big problem is who's going to get what vote. Small states love the idea of having one vote per state because everybody had the same say. Large states obviously didn't like that. Didn't make sense to them to have millions more people, but have the same influence as a state with only thousands of people. So think Virginia and Rhode Island. Why would they have the same say? All right, so here are two different plans that emerged. You had the Virginia plan, and the legislative branch would have two chambers, and the number of votes for each state would depend on the state's population. So, Virginia, they have millions of people, they should get more votes compared to, say, Rhode Island or something like New Jersey. And that brings us to the New Jersey plan. The legislative branch, according to this plan, would only have one chamber, and each state would get one vote. Well, as you may imagine, they compromised. And here's the solution. The two sides, large states and small states, finally reached a compromise. How wonderful for the government to compromise. Something that, in my opinion, is lacking these days in government. The Constitution was the second and final attempt to write a document that would govern the United States, and we still follow it to this day. Under the Constitution, Congress is divided into two chambers. So that part of the Virginia plan won out. The Senate and the House of Representatives. In the Senate, each state gets two votes, which sounds very similar to the New Jersey plan, right? Each state gets two votes no matter what the population is. And this favors small states like New Jersey. In the House of Representatives, the more people a state has, the more vote it gets. This favors large states, very similar to the Virginia plan. The Constitution also solves some other problems found in the Articles of Confederation. The Articles didn't require states to treat citizens from other states the same as their own citizens, but the Constitution does. So the difference between federal rights and state rights. The Articles couldn't be changed unless all states agreed, but the Constitution could be changed if three-fourths of the states agree. Still very difficult, but you do not have to have unanimous decision, which is nearly impossible. And then finally, the Articles didn't require states to follow laws Congress passed, but the Constitution says federal laws are superior to state laws. Okay, so we've just done the reading. Here's what is expected of you assignment-wise. We have a crossword puzzle. You've done these before. The clues are here, but rather than writing them in, you will be typing in your answers. Okay. And just FYI, one, it is not amendment. I'm just typing in so you can see how it works. I will provide a word bank as well. And then number 2 assignments. We are going to do a Kahoot. I have figured out how to have you do your own independent Kahoot, where you are going to see the differences and similarities between the U.S. Constitution and Articles of Confederation. And then from there, I would like you to go ahead and write in characteristics of both the Articles of Confederation and the Constitution. Use the reading as well as the Kahoot to help you with this. And any feedback you have on this process would be great. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you somewhere in the middle? And I know that some teachers have begun using Zoom. I obviously have not yet. I'm not so sure how I feel about Zoom or how you feel about Zoom. I just wanted to kind of get an idea. So feel free to email me and let me know what you think about that. All right, guys. I will always email or leave a message on the message board. Let me know if you need any specific help.